I come to save the day.
The Mighty House crew is on the job. This is
Mighty House.
Hey, we're back. Today we're going to talk about Klein tools. We've got a bunch of stuff from Klein to talk about. Before we get started, click on that subscribe button, dingle the bells, so that way you get notified next time we post something new. So, Rich, Klein Tools sent us a nice little care package here with a bunch of new stuff that they've got coming out. And so the first thing is I want to jump back. We had this 14-in-1 HVAC screwdriver that has a clippy thing. It does all this stuff.
Right.
And so we did a review on that a while ago, and I said I was going to take it in the field.
A lengthy one, if I remember, for 14-in-1.
Yes, it's 14-in-1, and then you can pull the handle out, and you've got all your different tips and stuff in there. So I used this for about an hour and went and put it back in the truck. Then I grabbed my 11-in-1 and went back to that and finished the day out. So here's the problem with this 14-in-1. You ready? You have it in your pouch.
Opportunity for improvement?
You have that in your pouch, and it's sitting there, and you pull it out, and now the tips are gone. They're laying in your hand, or they're down in your pouch. This stuff doesn't stay on it.
They don't lock in.
No.
You don't have a collar to pull back and lock them.
No, and then, it has the shaft. It's great. That locks and holds in place. But then you take a hammer or something. You're driving something to tighten a lock nut, and it knocks all these pieces in here loose. So then every time you open it, they're all over the floor.
Well, that's not a chisel, but I get your point. If it's it's 14, not 15.
You want me to tell you what I do with this 11-in-1?
I hear you.
You can barely read it because I bash the crap out of it all the time. And it takes a beating. This one.
Good luck getting that replaced under warranty.
Hey, I've also got my Klein chisel, which is just a straight screwdriver. And that'll go through 2x4s. It goes through everything. So this one, but if you got to do a lock nut, and you're just tightening something down, and you just take your pliers and you bang on the back of it. This holds up. 11-in-1's great. The 14-in-1, maybe it's because it's for HVAC guys and not electricians. Maybe that's part of it. But you can't put it in a pouch. You can't put it in your bag and pull it out because this crap comes off, and you start losing these pieces. And you're digging through your bag looking for it. So. Just my 2 cents on it.
That's a shame.
It's a great tool if you don't have to put it in a pouch.
Do you want to put that in the video, or do you want to just send them an email?
That's there. They sent it to us to review, right? I'm saying save the money. Don't go the 14-in-1. Use the 11-in-1.
You just need 11.
Just need 11. That's all you need.
What's 3 bits between friends?
Yes. Well, and more sockets is really what it ends up coming down to, I think. But all right, let's get into something else that they sent us. And this is like stuck to the table. There's metal there. This is a Velcro. And I'm sure Sonar's going to walk away with this one because he's an engineer and he's always putting stuff together. So now you take this Velcro.
Cut me in half, brother.
And what's that?
Just cut me in half.
I did.
Never mind. I'm good. That's good.
So I cut you in half with that stuff right there. Let me pull this over here. I got to keep the stuff on my side of the table. That doesn't work very well. So this was pretty cool because it's Velcro, so you can pull this out, and it clips on the belt. It's got a belt clip. You can put it on studs, and you just go like that. Oh, yeah, you just go like that. There it goes. So now you've got a piece of Velcro, or not Velcro, what is it called? Hook and loop. Hook and loop, yeah. So then you can put your wires together and hold them in place. And now but if you need to take the wires back out, you can always.
Yes, it's a cable management system.
Yes.
That is lovely.
The nice thing.
And I wish more telecommunication guys would get those. The guys, with the C card.
Yes. So the nice thing about this is you're always putting a bunch of wires together. You tighten them up with a wire nut or wire ties, and you cinch them all down, get it all nice and pretty, and then you need one more wire in there. Mm-hmm. So now you got to go through, cut all those out, and do it. You just undo the Velcro, put the next wire in there, and close it back up.
Or with the traditional ones that have the eye loop,
yeah,
you have to put that on one wire and through the eye loop so it doesn't slide around, and then you got to wrap it 5 or 6 times.
Right.
So this is a lot easier because it's just a simple close goes
Right.
and done.
And then you can get these additional rolls of hook and loop for a 25-foot roll that goes on there. And I'm going to take this out and go play with it and see how that works. But oops,
Well, you
sorry.
said it's also magnetic too,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, I've got a
Wow.
Oh yeah, you want to put it on the metal studs or the panel next to the panel you're wiring or
Right.
whatever, where it doesn't have to be on your boot, but on your belt, but you've got it someplace convenient for
Yes.
grabbing it. So
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's I like that. We'll give that a shot. Next up, we've got these earbuds, which I've actually used. I went out, took them out and tried them. I've got a pair of Garmin earbuds, and when I'm working with those, they fall out all the time. They're constantly falling out, and I'm having to pick them up, put them back in. These, I walked around
so you got big ear holes?
Yes, I do. These stay in there because they work. Not only are they noise protection, ear protection, they're also the earbuds. So they have noise isolating and what is that? A 28 noise reduction rating of 28. And
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
28's not bad at all.
That-
'Cause that's what it means is it's reducing the noise by 28 decibels.
Yes.
So, most of us in construction, we're working at 80 and 90, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, and these, when I was working with these one day, I had the oscillator going, and it was cutting a bunch of stuff, and it really made a big difference. And they stay in your ear. They weren't falling out, and it made a big difference.
You
So
said it was because they had the squeezies. You could
Yes.
squeeze them and roll them in and then put them in.
right, so these you have like the foam. You have to roll them in your finger first, and so you roll it, and then you stick it in your ear, and then the foam expands. So the Garmin ones I have don't do that. They're just a soft ear tip that goes on there. So
Now, and I assume those are just Bluetooth buds that will do anything, phone calls, music,
yes,
whatever.
yes,
And do you tap them to take a call, that kind of thing?
yes, they work really
Pretty much
really
standard earbud methodology.
Yes.
But you like them comfortable?
Yes, they were great to wear, and like I said, they stayed in. You're bending over, you're turning your head all the time, you're picking up stuff.
Just trying to make up for the 14-1, dude.
Well, maybe this will help. This
Okay.
is a laser measuring device. Very compact. It has a little belt clip, or
Does it measure lasers?
No, it doesn't measure lasers, but it's
That's
a
what you
distant.
just said.
It's a compact laser distinct measuring device.
Oh.
So,
Cool.
got that. Those
So
are,
we have one of those that goes in my level. I think you
Yeah.
have one also
Right.
From Bosch, aren't they?
correct.
And those are quite nice.
Yes.
And they're accurate up to 500 feet. It's pretty nice. What's that one there? Is it truly just a laser measurer?
Easily takes single and continuous measurements. So
Okay.
you could do several, and it keeps the last ones on there. So you've got the past 2 or 3. And then measures up to 100 feet with a click of a button.
Okay.
100 feet's pretty good. You toggle between
further than you
inches,
can
feet.
see.
Yeah, toggle between inches, feet, and meters. Lightweight design it is. Highly visible, contrasting LED to improve view in low light conditions. So
Nice.
this is a very nice measuring device. We'll have to give that a shot. Here's one that Rich is putting his tabs on. What do we have here, Rich?
Well, we got there is a multi-tester.
Yeah.
Along with outlet tester that also has a display of amperage or voltage and stuff.
Correct. So that is.
And I can't see what's on the bottom there. You were explaining earlier.
That's your little tick tracer.
Oh, yes.
So
So we were explaining earlier that that's something that one of those things that I've never bought because I'm not an electrician, but I do work a lot of cars and constantly needing to trace down circuits in cars, and ohms mean everything when you're doing it for resistance, and
yes.
I don't know how to use that thing, so I want to learn.
So there you go. So this is a nice kit though that they've assembled. So they've had all of these pieces before, but now you can buy it in one kit and get all of these devices. The nice thing about this one here is it's testing your outlet, GFI outlet testing, but you can also read the voltage that's coming out of that outlet. So you can tell
I've
if it's
never seen that before because that's
Yeah.
actually interesting.
So you know if it's 110, 120, 125, you'll be able to tell.
109,
Exactly.
106. No, we've actually, that's a problem in FLA because a lot of times the builders, you only use 14 gauge wire.
Yep.
But they're going 150 feet, 200 feet with it.
Uh-huh.
So when you make the jokes about, yeah, we wire a house with an extension cord,
Uh-huh.
guess what? We have voltage drop because it's the equivalent of wiring a house with an extension cord.
Yep.
So yes, our house is only 12 gauge wire, blah, blah. So no, I'm curious to see how that reads on certain things.
Yeah. So you have to take that out to some of those, you know, like a home inspection.
I will take some photos for you.
Yeah. So we'll get that out to you. And then the last two items that they've sent, which I didn't know Klein made, but I'm pretty cool.
No, but they are a big hit.
Yeah, that's a good one right there. How about an 18-ounce claw hammer? But
Wow.
you can see it's like a trim hammer too. It's a pretty small head. It's not a very large.
Yeah, well, for you guys putting up your metal boxes, you know.
Yeah, it's not a waffle maker.
But most of you guys are all using screws now, right? Phosphate screws with galvanized boxes.
Yeah, most of the time. We do a lot of, but the nails. What you're doing with this is, where'd that go? You're grabbing your 14-in-1 right here to get and you're going like that. See, that's what that's for, to tighten up your lock nuts.
Or the side of the equipment box.
Yes.
Maybe that's why it's a finishing, so you don't put as big dents on the side of the
exactly.
equipment.
So that's pretty good. And then they also sent a 2-pound ball peen hammer.
Wow.
So
Now, I like the ergonomic handle. You see that little curve to the handle?
Yes.
Yeah. So the hammer I swing, or I used to, my framing hammer, had a very nice ergonomic design. And so it was so much better for swinging all day.
yep. And see this is on the very end like that. It's very nice. Nice handles. Seems like it's going to work pretty good. We're going to go put all this stuff to the test. Yep.
What does an electrician use a ball peen hammer for? I mean, and obviously Klein Tools has been supporting the lineman industry since, I don't know, Edison started and Tesla started putting lines up in the air.
Yeah.
So I guess you use a ball peen hammer for damn near anything, same as the other one, right? I mean,
Sure. I mean, but
gotta whack it.
But a ball peen hammer for guys that are in different trades that need a ball peen hammer, you know, sheet metal workers or something like that, they might
Well, it's
want
always,
one.
you know, the BFH theory, right? You need
Oh, yeah.
If it's not moving, you need a bigger hammer.
So why not get a 2-pound Klein Tools ball peen hammer? That'll do some damage right there.
That will.
Borderline
that will.
sledge. Baby sledge right there.
Yeah, so that's the latest from Klein Tools. And if you got any questions about this, post your questions below. We'll be more than happy to answer any questions you've got. If you saw something on here, you want a laser measuring device, send us a note below. Send us an email. Let us know. If you need a 2-pound sledgehammer, I'm sorry, ball peen hammer from Klein Tools, well, let us know. You can.
But you have to do it quickly because supplies are limited.
Yes, they are.
Limited to one.
Basically one.
Yes. Limited to one. If you're interested in it, go ahead. You can't have. If you want this 14-in-1 HVAC, we'll send that out to you too. Just put a note below. We'll drop an email and we'll get it. You can't have my 11-in-1. That's going back here. There you go.
That's yours for work.
That's it. That's mine. I bought that one. I'm not giving it away. All right, so there you go. All the latest stuff from
Nice.
Klein Tools, and we want to say thanks to Klein Tools. A lot of these great products. We'll give a couple of them away. If you send us a note, let us know what you want. We'll get them out to you. So with that, I'll say keep it square and level.
Until next time.
Until next time. There we go.
There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. He got through that in what, 20 minutes?
Did I? How fast was that?
15.
15?
Yeah. There's a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, it was.
It was?
I was thinking, oh crap, we're 30 minutes into this sucker already.
Yeah.